Hello, welcome to the demo of our updated apartment tracker in Google Sheets. So, dito sa new version natin, ang nabago lang, nag-add kami ng sections for the electric bill and water bill. Then, nag-add na rin kami ng automated invoice which you can save and send sa mga tenants ninyo. So, nag-add din ako dito ng start tab. So, please read this, yung instructions, step-by-step instructions on how to set up the template. Nag-add din ako ng video for that. So, less than a minute lang naman yung video. So, please, wag yung skip yung setup demo natin para smooth yung workflow natin or yung workflow ng system. Okay? So, sa first sheet natin, this one is the tenant directory. So, dito yung input yung details ng each tenants, like yung name, anong unit, contact details, and email address, how much yung deposit nila, yung monthly rent, tapos yung list duration. Now, kung wala namang kayong ino-offer na list, just input 12 months, yan, kung annual lang naman yan. Tapos kung yung list start, kung kailan sila nag-start, or kailan mag-start yung payment nila, and then yung list end, yung end na lang ng year, kung wala kayong ino-offer na list. Now, dito, makikita naman kung ilang days left pa from list start to list end, and then yung status, kung active, expiring, renewed, or ended. Now, for this one, in this example, expired na yung yung contract niya ng July 9. So, ito expired. Pwede ko lang itong i-update ng ended. Ganyan. So, kapag kaganyan, hindi na siya mag-reflect doon sa monthly dashboard. Ayan. July onwards. Kapag hindi na siya nag-renew or expired na yung contract niya. Yan lang naman. Now, for the unit overview naman, ayan, kung anong unit, anong type, anong status, kung occupied ba or vacant, anong name ng tenant for each unit, how much yung monthly rent. And then sa taas, makikita kung ilang total units, ilan ang occupied at ilan pa ang vacant. So, moving on naman sa maintenance and request, ito, so input lang dito kung kailan ni-report, sinong tenant, anong unit, ano ba yung issue, kung ano na yung status, kung pending, in progress, or resolve. And then, kung kailan na-resolve, and yung notes. Then, sa taas, at the very top, we have yung kung ilan pa yung pending, ilan yung in progress, and ilan pa yung resolve. Para hindi yung makakaligtaan later on. Now, for the expense tracker naman, very straightforward lang to. Just input the date, the category, details, and yung amount. So, sa monthly tab, pare-parehas lang ang layout nito. So, pare-parehas lang siya ng layout. So, sa each monthly tab natin, meron din yung month. Sa taas, meron tayong total collectibles, ilan yung total bills, including yung electric bill and water bill, combined yun na. Then, ilan na yung paid and ilan pa yung pending. Yan. So, makikita ninyo dyan. So, dito, lahat ng colored filled columns are automated. Like this one, yung name, yung mga gray filled columns natin. And dito, i-input nyo lang itong electric bill, water bill, tapos i-update nyo lang yung status kung paid na. Ayan. So, mag-update din itong sa taas. Kung kailan paid, double-click nyo lang, and then anong mode of payment, and then yung remarks ninyo. So, same lang yan for each month. And then sa last part natin, we have the annual tab or the annual cash flow overview. So, makikita nyo yung trend ng cash flow nyo at a glance, and then yung month-to-date expenses nyo later on. So, wala naman kasi akong na-log na expenses for the month. Kasi itong month-to-date expenses dito, yung current month ang magre-reflect dito. So, for October, wala akong na-log na expenses, kaya walang nag-reflect dito. So, kung papalitan natin tong expenses natin ng October, just to show you kung anong magiging itsura niya. Ayan, so ganito siya. So, sa current month, ito yung breakdown ng expenses. And now, for this one, yung income, expenses, and net income, month to month, and then year to date. Then, yung breakdown ng expenses sa table naman natin. Then, sa calendar, dito nyo rin makikita kung sino yung may mga due payments for the month. Ayan, per date yan. So, papalitan ko to ng October. Ayan, so makikita nyo rin kung sino may mga due. So, hindi nyo na makakaligtaan. Hopefully. Now, for the invoice tab naman natin. So this one, you need to create a dedicated folder dun sa Google Drive ninyo para sa template natin. So, dito, for example, this one is the apartment tracker. Gumawa ako ng folder. So, to create a folder, click nyo lang tong new, and then click new folder. And then, rename nyo lang yung folder ninyo. Then, dun nyo later on is-save yung template. Yung template ninyo, like this one. Para lahat ng nasa-save na invoice, dito siya madadirect para hindi na gulo-gulo later on yung files ninyo. Okay? Ayan. So, dito, rename nyo lang yung invoice number and then double-click nyo lang to select a tenant. So, for example, tenant 21 and then mag-update na yung data niya dito based dun sa tenant directory. And then, double-click lang to input yung date issued and then kung kailan yung due date niya. Ayan. Then, dito, makikita nyo yung breakdown ng mga payments nila and pending payments nila. So, for example, this one, sa date period natin, kayo ang mag-i-input ng period dito. So, for example, sa double-click nyo lang for January, ano yung date pay period nila. Halimbawa, December 15 to January 15, yan yung January. Then, for February, January 16 to February 15. So, depende na yan sa inyo kung ano yung period per month ninyo. And then, how much yung monthly rent, automated na yan, based dito sa monthly tabs niyo. So, lahat ng pending na payments sa monthly tab, yun yung mag-reflect dito sa invoice natin. So, for example, i-click ko tong paid na to. Ayan. So, hindi na siya nag-reflect dito kung paid na. Ayan. So, meron tayong breakdown ng rent, electric bill, water bill. So, lahat ng pending for each month and then how much yung subtotal. So, ito, ayan. So, halimbawa kanina si tenant 21 nag-expired na yung contract niya ng July. Ayan, hindi na nag-reflect dito yung sa August wala na siyang payment na mag-reflect. So, ganun yung importance ng sa tenant directory natin. And then yung subtotal, lahat ng ito. And then kung may other charges pa kayo, just input. Halimbawa, may mga membership fees, yung mga ganyan, input nyo lang dyan. And then, kung may deductions, and then yung grand total, ito na yan. Now, if you are going to save this na, click nyo lang itong save. Ayan. And then, ito mag-open na yung PDF natin sa other tab. Then, ito, pwede nyo na agad i-send. Pwede nyo na agad siyang i-send sa tenant ninyo. Or, nakasave naman na yan directly dito sa folder na ginawa ninyo. So, madali na lang siyang hanapin later on. Alright, so that's it. If you have any questions or concerns, just message us sa Instagram page namin for faster transactions. Thank you so much.